Okay, so like I said, we put the nose piece on the white stitching that we've already done. I like to just hold it with my fingers. Some people like to pin it. So again, my sewing machine is on my zigzag stitch, and so I'm going to take this under and I'm going to do this. This is probably the hardest part, like I said. So I'm gonna do that and figure out where that landed. Okay, so here we go. Gonna drop the foot and then we're gonna go. Okay, for this one I don't do any back stitching because it's gonna be inside the mask, and I just kind of guide it around. And I don't know if you can see, but the stitching is going back and forth over just holding that wire piece in place. And when I'm done, I'll just take it out. So if you can see it, the wire piece is on there. Excuse me. And it's just zigzagged over the top, just holding it in place. Okay. Okay, so we just sewed on the nose piece, and you can see it right there. There's no sharp edges, and it's just holding it in place. That way when you wash it or when you use it, the nose piece stays in place. So that's it. We have done most of the sewing already. We're going to reach into this 2-inch hole that we left here at the bottom, and we're going to turn it right side out. I like to start with the elastic pieces first. So you can see I'm just pushing it from the inside. And then I go to the nose piece, and then I do the other ear piece. So I kind of pull on them to make sure they're good, because if they're not good right now, you can still flip it back at the inside out and fix them. Okay. So you want to make sure all your corners are nice. That's one side, and now the other side. Okay. Oops. Strong. Okay, so now the last part is the nose piece, and I like the nose piece to be, I like the fabric of the nose piece to kind of like overlay like that. So this is the mask that we just made together. The next thing that I like to do is iron it. It kind of forms it all together. This is the inside and this is the outside. Okay, and you have the two elastic pieces right here. So I'm gonna iron it, and when I'm ironing it, I want to make sure that I iron my edges right here, because I still have to sew these back together. So I do a little edge right there on both pieces. Okay, and then when I sew them together, it'll be nice and flat after I iron it. A lot easier to sew together. Sure. Okay, so now we're at our sewing machine. Again, this piece right here, these 2 inches are still open. I did iron it flat though, so I am just gonna put it through the machine really quick. And for consistency's sake, I like to sew across the entire bottom. It just makes it look neater in my opinion. So I'm going to put this into the machine. And I get my elastic out of the way. Then I'm gonna start. Oh yeah, please make sure you take it off the zigzag pattern, because that would look crazy. Okay, so then I'm going to start and just sew one straight line all the way across. Okay, so here we go. And I always do the back stitch no matter what I'm doing, except for the nose piece, because I do not do it on the nose piece. It just makes sure that nothing comes out. I do a couple of back stitches at the end, and it also reinforces the elastic at the bottom too, because I felt myself go over that. Okay, now, okay, so now all I'm doing is cleaning up the loose threads that I have around here. I'm just going to make sure they're nice and short. Okay. The last thing that I do for all my masks is I iron them to make sure that they're nice and sterilized. I do wash my hands before I make any of the masks, and I pre-wash all the fabric, but just in case, I want to make sure that things are sterilized. And I recommend that people wash the masks before they wear them, but this is just my way of making sure that they are clean. So I usually iron right inside the mask. I don't know if you can see it, and this is where I would use steam, but since I don't have any water in my iron right now, I just do the inside of the mask. Okay, and then you can also do this after you wash it at home, is iron the mask, and then I do the outside just to make sure that it's nice and pretty. Okay, and then this is the mask. So I'm going to turn it. Okay, loud noises, but so that is the mask. Okay, so I hope this helped you to make a mask for yourself or for the team, and that's it. Now the mask is complete and we can turn them in. Thank you so much.